Hi everyone. In this video I'd like to give you some tips on navigating the Matrix system. Now you've logged in and found your way to the course. So let's have a look from here. We'll start by looking at the general screen layout. On the left there's a left bar containing a series of tabs. These will change depending on the page that you're on at the time. On the right there's a series of message boxes, and along the title bar at the top there's a series of icons. Let's start with some of these. If you hover the mouse over the icons, you'll identify their purpose. This first one accesses the Matrix message system. Like any email system, you can access messages sent to you, and you can create and send messages to other Matrix users. Now I've set this up so that a copy of the messages received here will automatically forward to the external email address you provided on enrolment. So that way you shouldn't miss any messages if you can't check here regularly. This next icon opens up the notifications. These are mainly automated notices. For example, when resources are unlocked, when an assessment task may be 2 days from being due and not yet submitted, when an assessment task is marked, and that type of thing. The next icon opens up the calendar. This shows when assessment tasks are due, when webinars are scheduled, or any other events that are date specific. The next tab opens up the Help Center window. Now this is quite important, and it should be your first port of call for any system help. There are a number of different options here, but I must emphasize this is only for Matrix system help, not for academic help relating to the course or its contents. If we have a look at what we have here, in this case we have a help for this page. Now clicking on that will present information that has context to the page that you're on. That option won't always be there. Some pages don't provide that. The online help presents a series of topics with information under, and also the ability to search. The Getting Started guides. This link will take you to a learner's guide that you can either download or view online. Now it's worth your while reading. I would encourage you to do so, but please understand that this is a generic document. So some of the terms and some of the way that it is laid out might not totally align to how we've configured Matrix. And the final option is the Learner's Help Desk. Now if all else fails, you can create a post in this specialised forum. Make sure you put down as much information as you can. Press send, and that'll create a post in an area that I'll monitor, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other options that can be called from the top menu include a search and a link to your profile settings. I won't go into these for now. Let's get back to the course and have a look over there. Now we're in the Help Center, so the easiest way back to the course is to firstly go back to our home page, look for an icon in the top left hand corner. This home page will also be the landing page when you log into Matrix if you don't use the direct course link. So the general link will take you in after you log in. If the dashboard is not selected, you can click that tab and it will present whatever courses that you're enrolled in. To get to the course, you can, by looking at the icons along the bottom here, move to specific areas within the course, but we're going to just click the main body of this icon. It'll take us to the default landing page and it'll bring us back to this welcome page, an area that we started from. Now, the content of the course is contained in the modules. We can access the modules by clicking on the tab on the left bar. From here, I'll see a list of the modules available. Now, if this is greyed out, it will mean that you haven't yet completed the declaration, which will prevent you from progressing through the course. Once the declaration is completed, you'll then have access to the modules. From this view, we see all of the modules available, and we can then view the various parts contained within the modules by clicking on an arrow on the right to expand or contract until we find the specific part we want to navigate to. Alternatively, we can click on the icon or name of the module, and that'll take us to the first part of that module. This will include an index with the various parts of that module as hyperlinks. That means that we can then go to specific parts by clicking on the hyperlink in the index, or by selecting that part that is now displayed in the left bar. The other option to navigate through the parts of the module is to use the buttons at the top of the screen. Next will move us forward progressively in sequence, or previous will move us back. So as you can see, there are a number of ways to navigate through the modules. Other important tabs that you'll see on the left bar are the assessments, forums, and news. We'll look at those further in later videos. I think we've covered enough general navigation here. So the last thing I'd like to show you is how to actually log off the system. To do that, have a look in the top right hand corner and you'll see a drop down menu. You can select log out to log you off the system. Please view other videos for more tips on using Matrix.